Good morning, my friends. This is the Grim Flayer, and I'm not alone today. I am joined by the famous, the great Guy Catalan, and we are doing the first ever co-play donation league featured on this channel. Now, we've done Discord leagues before where maybe the donor has sat in the pilot seat, myself and some others have all piled in. Now with my new machine, I'm able to host these streams, and I'm able also to co-play just one-on-one with the donor, and we're going to be doing a lot of this, I think, on the channel. In the future, should be a good time, but for now, Guy, you are the debutante. How do you feel about that, my friend? How you doing today? And how do you also feel about this big Jund list you've submitted?
Feeling pretty good. Feel pretty excited about getting into it. Yeah, I mean it's Jund. I love playing Jund. I got into it maybe a year or so ago. I switched over from the Rock, and I don't think I've gone back to the Rock.
It happens all the time. You love to see it, you hate to see it. It happens all the time. Can't blame anybody. But so you've been playing this list a lot, or one like it, and you've had very good, consistent results with it. A lot of 4-in-1s, very generally positive, and basically the things that stand out to me most are a very heavy top end for each of Spyro and Bloodbraid Elf, and also not trimming on the traditional 4 Lily, 2k command, 1 pulse that you see in a lot of Jund lists. And we also have a third copy of Kroxa main deck. This is insane grinding power, but it does, of course, come at a bit of a cost. We're playing only 2 copies of Tarmogoyf. Now, this has also been the subject of a little great discussion in the Discord lately, but Guy, what's your thinking behind this stuff?
So I guess to kind of go in order here, the way I see Jund is it's kind of a board control, go big deck. And more, I found myself kind of wanting to lean towards cards that are less easy to hate out, and that's kind of Bloodbraid Elf to me. Along with Seasoned Pyromancer, the original list had 2 Spyros, and more, I found that when I was casting Bloodbraid Elf or when I was top decking, I was like, geez, I just hope I hit a Spyro, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to play a utility land, I believe, what's the Black Cycle? Barrenmore. I used to play Barrenmore in one of the Spyro slots, and it just, the more I play with it, the more it was a terrible land to play. And obviously, it's with Wrenn and Six, it's a pretty insane spell to have.
Right.
But as a spell, I just kind of prefer to Spyro.
Yeah, I mean, I do love the cycling lands. I do think they're a good choice if you kind of want 23 and a half lands, basically. But often you're like, occasionally it will save you. Occasionally you're like, okay, I'm really glad this is a land because I just need to make a bad land drop. And then, of course, the ceiling with Wrenn and Six is high, but ultimately, I don't think they're necessary. And one of the things I mentioned about this list, I suggested maybe looking at 24 lands. We talked a little bit about it, and you've been very happy with only 23, so I'm definitely happy to try that out. And I agree with you that Goyf, it's still one of our strongest cards, right? But it also feels increasingly out of place as we get more and more cards added to the archetype, like Spyro, that have ETBs and insane X-for-1 potential on the value axis. Kroxa, obviously, another one of those. Tarmogoyf is only an efficient 2-drop, you know? It gets 1-for-1, and that's it. You didn't get any advantage off of that trade. Maybe you even lost a little bit of tempo. So I really like that we're testing this out today. Also, spell-based combo, not really much in the meta right now, therefore maybe less need to just go T2 Goyf Erase than there has been in the past. Of course, it's still very good to do that against the combo decks that remain, against big mana, and against a red deck wins. So to that end, we're looking at the sideboard as well. I'm going to type up a couple cards here that I have suggested as potential additions, but the sideboard is also kind of like the main deck in that it is just like jam-packed with value, and it's really hard to hate that, especially in the meta right now. But my mind was going toward Necromentia and Collective. No, probably not. Maybe Collective. Collective Brutality, there she is. And also possibly a Weather the Storm, but we kind of have already ruled the latter out. You want to talk a little bit about the sideboard considerations here in respect to both your 15 and the ones that I've brought to bear as well?
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, the sideboard definitely has a little bit of these are the cards I like to play in it.
Right.
If I were to go to a big tournament with Jund and like I want to be the absolute best I can be, I probably wouldn't play Lily Last Hope or Chandra, Hunt Master in the sideboard.
Sure. I could see at least one of those being part of an optimal list, but probably not 3, right? Maybe 2 at
right.
most. Yeah.
Yeah. It would probably be Chandra. Chandra's been absolutely insane for me. More and more, Hunt Master feels like it's kind of getting pushed out of the format.
Mm-hmm.
But as someone who played the Rock for years and years, I'm going to play Hunt Master in the sideboard.
Oh yeah. Still one of the coolest cards in Jund, no doubt.
Oh yeah, and it definitely has its spots where it is still just an insane card in a lot of situations. As far as the rest of it, I think 3 Pillage, 3 Spellbomb, 2 kill spells in the Terminate slots, and 2 Ashioks are, in my mind, kind of stock to go to. Sure. I think having 5 cards to bring in for Dredge or Graveyard Strategies, and the 3 Spellbombs, 2 Ashioks, and 5 cards for big mana and Ashiok and Pillages.
Yeah, I would even say that Klothys feels insane right now too. I could agree with you and maybe add her to that pile right now as saying like let's not touch those. But if we were, so I know that your plan was basically to say against the red deck wins archetypes, it is far more important to kill the creatures than to gain life right now, and I agree. But I do think that a little bit of life gain supplementing that plan, maybe in the form of Brutality or Weather the Storm in addition to Huntmaster and Klothys and all that, is still worth potentially a slot. And similar thinking with Necromentia, this is not quite a targeted Heliod hate card like Blight Beetle would be, but it is definitely a Heliod hoser, especially if you're on the play, has the potential to be anyway. And as a one-of, it can be great supplementary graveyard hate, good game against big mana, combo, whatever else. So I love the broad plan and structure of the sideboard. I do wonder if there's scope to maybe slide one of these cards in here. Probably not Weather the Storm. I am a little biased in favor of it because I love this this new printing. And also, like, every time I've played Jund in the past 4 months, I've gotten paired against Burn. So I'm like, I need anti-Burn tech specifically. But I think I accept your argument against it. So let's consider these two. What are you thinking about Necromentia and Cobrew?
So, I completely agree with Weather the Storm maybe not being the best option. Like when you run into Burn, like you said, of course, it is probably just the best thing you can be doing. But more and more, you have prowess creatures that are hitting you for 10 damage in a turn.
Yeah.
And if you gain 7 life, it's not really that big a deal. Or I guess 6 or 9 life is not that big a deal. But so Collective Brutality was where my mind went to first with your suggestions, just because of the versatility. There are a lot of prowess decks out there. But after thinking about it more and more, I think I kind of wanted to test out Necromentia.
Yeah, this card's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to bring this in, are we thinking maybe? I think you mentioned Last Hope was the first one that came to your tongue when we talked about maybe one of the value slots. Or honestly, Plague Engineer is only a one of. I love this guy, but I could see that as well. What's on your mind to make way?
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. Either Lily Last Hope or Plague Engineer.
Okay.
I think the correct one would probably be Lily, but the one that I like resolving most is Lily. So do with that what you will.
I definitely. And in this particular shell with 4 Spyro and 3 Kroxa, the minus is even better than usual, right? If you're doing it in the blind even. Mm-hmm. So up to you, man. Your list, your call. Let's make the final cut or two, and then we're going to run a league.
Cool, yeah, let's get rid of Plague Engineer, and I think I'd prefer to not run Collective Brutality.
All right, you got it. So this is our 15. I don't know if we can call this Big Jund. Maybe. It's got a really big top end. I think we could get away with calling it Big Jund. And the other thing I'll point out about this main deck that we didn't cover is that despite being big, we are also, with our interaction, really respecting efficiency and not ramping the opponent, notably in the form of Assassin's Trophy, which is absent from the 75 entirely. We're playing 2 Decay main, 2 Terminate in the side. I think that, like you said on Discord, really leans into the strengths of Jund. We're doing that on every access, and we'll see how it goes. We might have slightly higher variance with this list than we see with a smaller top end or with some trophies in there, but we will see how we do. I have very high hopes, and 2 Goyf, we're about to test that out. Any final words before we jump in?
I was just going to touch on the 2 Goyf real quick again. Just more and more, I felt like removal has been getting more and more efficient, and Goyf has just been dying a whole lot before it's able to do something. When you're playing against Swiss Spear or Goblin Guide, or you need to close out fast against combo, yeah, I think Goyf is still probably the best option Jund has available to it. But more and more, like, it was just eating a Fatal Push, getting Skyclave Apparition, getting bounced with Teferi Time Raveler. So I wanted to have things that did something when they entered, and kind of made removal bad. So that's why I went with the 4 Spire as opposed to 3, and the 3 Kroxa as opposed to 2.
Absolutely, yeah. I certainly respect that. It is definitely kind of tracking with the way Jund is inevitably trending over time. So we'll see how we do with that today. Thanks for your support, my friend. Thanks for joining me here. Thank you to all patrons and all viewers. And now let's play some big Jund. We're going to Jund them out. It's going to be lots of fun.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay, we are on the draw. You like this keep in the blind?
Yeah, in the blind, I think this is good enough.
Yeah.
You got interaction into Goyf into hopefully Lily or K-Command.
That's right. And you know what? I think I have heard people talk about our opponent before. I believe Predicted is a Yawgmoth expert. We'll see.
Wow.
And obviously they could play anything. But yeah, Swamp and Inquisition maybe on a different BG deck. Who knows? But
that would be awesome. Starting off the pairings with the BGX mirror.
Yeah, right? Down goes Goyf. Hey, Goyf's still strong. All right.
Oh, that'll be really good once you draw this Wrenn and Six next turn.
Exactly. That's what we need. Wow. Field of Ruin, the rack. Okay.
Oh, no. This is not a BGX mirror.
Not even a little bit.
All right, Wrenn and Six.
One time?
We need you now more than ever. I mean, the four of our turns playing Kroxa, and that's not that bad, I guess.
Right, exactly. We've got K-Command to beat the rack and beat them at their own game a little bit, but no third land yet, so guess we're just running this guy out. You know, it's not completely unreasonable to hold him, I guess. We have more incentives than we would against almost any other deck to do that, but still gotta take some kind of proactive action here.
Pitch Lily, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Seems like it might be.
All right. Oh.
Whoa.
Hey. Raven's trying to concede. Yeah, got him.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Well, okay, he said it. I don't have anything else to say.
Cool. Pretty clean game one. I like the decisions we made. I think they kind of carried us through the finish line.
Solid strategizing, my friend. So against 8-Rack, I mean, there are enough variants that I'm, do they play Bob? Do they not play Bob, for example? I haven't seen the deck in a long time. Any thoughts you have right out of the gates? I think we need to... So we certainly have a lot of cards we could bring in, right?
Yeah, so I think against 8-Rack, I usually like to cut all lilies first.
I'm with it.
They play their own lilies, and if we have 2 lilies ticking up every turn, that's usually not where we want to be. I like the pile you made with the Last Hope, Klothys, Huntmaster, just the slam of value engine. I think that was going to be my next. Yeah, that was going to be my next.
Yeah, so we can go full value mode. We can probably cut Fatal Push until we maybe see a reason to leave it in, right?
Mm-hmm. And maybe cut a Thoughtseize and bring in the 3 Spellbombs.
Yeah, Spellbomb is definitely something. Honestly, Pillage is something too, but on the draw, Spellbomb is, because we're raising our curve a bit, we can lower it with Spellbomb.
Yeah, and another thing with another point with the way I've built this deck is, like we said, there's a whole lot of top end value, and I found that in a lot of matchups, I usually end up having to cut a Bloodbraid Elf or something to fit in the top end.
Yeah. So if we were gonna do that, what should we cut here? Do you think we need to, or maybe there's just not anything better to bring in?
Yeah, I don't think we need to here. That was more just a G-Wiz point.
Yeah, no, I got you for sure. I've ended up with 75s that had that same consideration.
All right.
Okay, opponent gonna mull. We're gonna keep. Yeah. I forgot to mention the basics in the deck tech. I am so sorry, everybody. But Guy loves Mirage basics, and so do I. Especially this mountain from Avon in the swamp. We gonna run out a Spellbomb off of mountain here, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking just mountain Spellbomb.
Sure. But the bad news is, in order to have the match, we had to play a Mirage Forest. So apologies for that. They're actually not that bad, but they're not like top class, maybe like this is, right?
There was some solid deliberation last night over which Mirage
True.
Forest to play.
Thinking about the real decisions.
Could we take a look at the opponents? Ooh.
Yeah.
Kind of think.
Interesting.
Kind of think we just ditch the 2 bolts.
What we could, yeah, I like that. We could also ditch a bolt in the 4-drop just to give us a little bit more of a fail-safe against, because, you know, if we're casting Spyro on curve, we're probably pitching the 4-drops anyway, or at least one of them.
Yeah, I think it's probably 6-1, half dozen the other.
Yeah, so Bolt Chandra.
Yeah, I like it.
I think I'd rather keep Bloodbraid than Chandra right here.
Yeah, I agree. Especially since we know for a fact it's going to hit a Seasoned Pyromancer.
Yeah. Hey, we should have kept Spellbomb in hand to beat that Wrenchmine, right? Anyway.
Oh, the one turn too late.
What do we do now? Do we deploy the other Spellbomb? Or are we going to get Wrench-minded again?
I kind of want to just play Verdant Catacombs and plan on fetch shocking Overgrown Tomb.
Yeah. So then do we play the other Spellbomb to keep emptying the hand, or do we hang on to it?
I think I'd hang on to it.
Sure.
I think. Yeah. Blue would be bad.
Davriel.
That's not the worst.
No, it's not.
So if we take a look at opponent's basics real quick, I don't know if I've seen this before.
I don't think so either. I don't think I've seen him either. So you want to get rid of Spellbomb here, or and then Bolt Davriel, or do we want to? Yeah.
Yeah, I think get rid of Spellbomb, Bolt Davriel, and then pop Spellbomb this turn.
Cool.
Expertly playing around Davriel, if I had to say so myself.
You did have to say so. Had to be said. Dropping all 3 Spellbombs, okay. Okay, the red will take it. We'll take it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Kind of invalidating their entire deck, you know. No big deal.
That's definitely not a bad one.
Hang on to the Spellbomb too, just to protect our higher curve stuff, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think right now Spellbomb.
Invalidated. Strategy invalidated. Right. You hate to see it because 8-rack is kind of cool to me, just because it's all in on depletion. But hey, just Jund things, man. All right. Well, may they all be that easy and quick, right?
Yeah, I was going to go into a long spiel about I don't know how they beat Wrenn and Six unless they have exactly Bloodchief's Thirst, but I didn't get to. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, they didn't have it. Bloodchief's Thirst is a good call. They could also play like a Pithing Needle style effect, but I guess they didn't have either of those. And, you know, this Modern Horizons 1 All-Star just doing it again. You love to see it.
Do love the Wrenn and Six.
Hey, we're on the draw. Didn't stop us last time from winning. I like it too.
Yeah, maybe we'll get the turn 3 concession.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Very different opponent here.
We're going to Thoughtseize and pray to God we see Eldrazi.
Exactly. I'm just trying to decide which land we want to get, or we could use Basic Swamp, but in case we draw Wrenn.
I kind of was thinking Peatland.
You want to lead on Peatland?
Think about that.
Gives us the most options next turn to develop our mana. Sure. We could get punished for this if they are on Eldrazi, I guess, but we'll see. And there they are. So they do have a temple. Oh, geez, I was trying to just... I was just trying to, expand the window there, but Smasher's a fine take in the face of temple anyway, I guess.
Yeah, I think I would.
I think that's what we would have taken.
That was going to be my suggestion anyway.
All right, good. That's my only misclick, getting it out of the way now.
All that means is we're on such the same page. We don't really need to talk about it too much.
Just telepathic, yep. We're only talking for the benefit of the viewers, right? They don't crack map.
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
All right, fair enough.
Right. So we've got Karn next turn.
Okay, so we need to fetch something here. If we fetch Blood Crypt, we have double red, double black at the cost of some life. Is that what we should do here? Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
What do you like to pick here for lands? Affection and basic? Just split it up?
Yeah.
Okay, some pretty poor finds. We are definitely flooding.
Yeah.
But
Finding a lot of lands.
yeah. Bloodbraid
Right,
can
so
turn
gonna
it
play
all on
out.
its head.
They're going to play out a Karn, nothing else. We're going to Bloodbraid Elf into a K command.
Yes.
It's important to identify these lines early. The skillful Bloodbraid Elf hits.
Exactly. Power plant hits the field.
How much does that Sky Console flagship cost? Is it 5 mana?
It is 5, yeah.
Okay.
That card, I've lost to that card almost every time it's been deployed against me.
Yeah, it depends on the deck I'm on, but it's a good card.
Oh yeah. Wormcoil Engine. They're playing for the long one. They do have the ability to double spell, it seems. Chalice on 1. Protecting from the Thoughtseize. Oh my goodness, deck.
Oof, jeez.
All right, Bloodbraid.
Hey, give us some magic.
Bail us out. All right, they have 1 unknown in hand. Are we gonna ignore Karn?
I think they kill Karn. Yeah.
Just, I mean, if they have Dismember, we get punished. But I think we're playing for higher upsides.
Right. I don't know how much you can play around here. I think we need like the Magic Jund hand of draw K command to kill Wormcoil Engine, and then we draw Bloodbraid Elf into a Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah, we gotta have some stuff like that because we've hit entirely lands besides this Inquisition, right? Since we kept.
We're just playing around the tectonic edge.
Definitely.
All right, magic draw.
That ain't it. But we can grow the Goyf with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to just swing in with the Tarmogoyf?
We could start there. We could also start by cracking Peatland. Although I
That's
guess
probably.
Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to. It also lets us deploy Cliffs here untapped.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Yeah, Bolt's not going to do anything. Well, I mean, it'll grow the Goyf.
It'll grow the Goyf. Yeah, we don't get to resolve.
Yeah,
it.
I was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, my small brain was thinking, oh well,
yeah,
if they block it, we can kill Wormcoil. If they don't block it, we can kill Wormcoil with the Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Not
right?
the case. So I think. Block here would be pretty big. I don't think they should, but
I don't think they should either, but they risk us maybe having like Terminate when they attack. So maybe they're thinking we'll just get the guaranteed value of lifelink and then we make 2 tokens. And so like if we have the nuts, they could maybe even die on the crackback if they don't block here on our next turn. But I agree with you that they probably shouldn't block. But they will.
Oh, okay. Sweet. I mean, I think that gives us a chance. We didn't really have one before.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now all we have to do is not get out top decked by Eldrazi Tron.
Well, when has that ever happened?
I don't think they can.
I guess we already want to start talking about it. I think the pillages are slam dunks here. Terminates are probably really good.
Agreed.
Beyond that, I think those are our 5. Ooh, yeah, we are playing Necromentia.
Yeah. It's definitely not as good as it would be against Green Tron, but it depending on what we want to cut, especially if we want to hedge a little bit more away from just Chalice on 1 or 2. It's just like, especially on the play, we could find a spot for that. Otherwise, I agree. Yeah, Chandra's okay here too, right?
Yeah, I think Chandra's actually good.
Yeah.
Kills Thought Not Seer. Pretty incredible
does.
grind.
Sure does.
And then if it ultimates, we just win the game.
For sure. I'll just mention this now, so I don't forget to later if it comes up. I actually just did like a practice lobby game earlier while I was making sure I had all the cards right, double checking the list. Or no, not I just ran against myself. I just like put the deck through a 1-person game, right? And the Wrenn and Six alt bugged. So we're gonna have to think if we're in a position to alt Wrenn and Six. We're going to have to think about whether we can win without it, just in case that bug is still live. Basically, after I made the emblem, any other action I tried to take, for example, activating another Planeswalker, it would show a pop-up, like, over here that I couldn't do anything about. Like a not fully loaded pop-up window. Very strange. But I think I heard somebody on Discord talking about a Wrenn bug, like, a week ago, so... Maybe it's been around since the update. I don't know.
Did it stop you from taking other actions?
Kind of. I couldn't figure out a way to activate Planeswalkers through it, but I could figure out a way to attack with all. But I also don't think I could cast anything with Retrace, so hopefully that won't matter. But just putting it out there.
Well, Chalice on 2 is definitely good against us. But it's also probably one of the better things they could have had. Oh,
agreed. So it's obviously Liliana time. They have a Waste in hand to pitch to her, so I guess we play her tick down and try to protect her?
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking maybe we're in a board state where we could just try to sprint to the alt, but I think taking down is probably good.
Yeah, if our Pyro traded with a token, that'd be a different story, right?
Right.
So assuming we can fade a little bit more, obviously our 3 and 4 drops are some of the only things that are live here. Even Kroxa just getting chaliced out, you know?
Mm-hmm. We are kind of heavy on the 3 and 4 drops.
That's right, though, we are. We got 3 more of these, and 3 more of these. And 3 more of these, actually. There's their Dismember. I was fearing earlier.
Okay, it's kind of rough.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, floor of our turn, we get to make tokens and get that waste out of their hand. And I guess that's our play, because we draw Wrenn, who is chaliced out. So, yep. I'm going to pitch an Inquisition rather than a Wrenn, in case we do get out of that chalice on 2 at some point.
Yeah, if we draw a cake, man, I'd definitely rather have the chalice on 2 gone than the chalice on 1.
Yep.
Or Maelstrom Pulse. Maelstrom Pulse would be good too.
Oh, yeah. Just going to get Mountain here.
Makes sense.
All right, so are we going to cash in the Lily and try to out-top deck them from here?
No, I think we tick up, block for more turn, then we can make them sack without having to lose Lily. Assuming they don't draw another creature.
Yeah. No, I like that. Once again, Inquisition, the best pick here, I suppose.
Yep. Yeah, this isn't something they don't draw another creature, but there's not a whole lot we can beat here anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no Smasher anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Spyro's good. Bloodbraid's good. That's also good.
Oh, let's go. Okay, so one live line is definitely K-Command the Chalice, discard them, buy back Goyf. We can do all that this turn. However, there's so many other things we could do.
So, I mean, if they're not playing anything, like anything meaningful in hand, I think would have been deployed.
Yep.
They could have Maze-Mind Tomes and stuff like that where we would have discarded out. But I think I like down-ticking on them, killing Chalice, getting back Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, and then just playing Wrenn?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think getting him empty-handed is also just not a crazy thing to do here.
I agree.
If we win this game, that'd be silly. Or just buy back at Peatland, probably.
Definitely. Or we could buy back Ravine.
Yeah, I like Ravine.
This turn Ravine, probably.
I forgot that was in there.
Me too.
All right.
Okay, hey.
And once again asking to fade.
Warping Whale.
We can beat that.
We unlocked the Warping Whale. It was not worth it. All right, Liliana, you kept us in this game. Thank you for your service.
Pass it, dude. Just pass it right back.
Pass. You got nothing. You've got 1-drops. You've got maps in hand.
Oh, boy, yes. That's not nothing.
At least we got the Bloodbraid, but...
So what is this? This is probably the flagship. I mean, we could maybe beat a flagship here, though. We need to find something to turn it on.
Does every Eldrazi deck definitely play that, or is it a little bit more of a maybe not?
I don't know. I always see it played against me.
Me too.
Eldrazi Tron decks are not one of those that I pour over in the deck dumps and turn in results. I just see it, I'm like, yeah, all right. No,
because it's such a hideous deck to look upon. It's just like, I would prefer to pretend this doesn't exist. Thank you anyway.
Yeah. The ones that always get me are, I was playing against this guy one time, this E-Tron player. He goes, turn 1 Tron land map, turn 2 unique Tron land map, turn 3, like the third Tron land, Big Karn, turn 4 Tower Ulamog. And I was like, well, all right. It was just green Tron with a crazy Tron hand. And then the next game they go Eldrazi Temple Tron map. They just played a bunch of reality Matter Shapers.
Yep. Like
Sundering Titan. Well, that is probably you draw well. But that is beatable. Because they can't take us off Bloodbraid Elf here. So we Bloodbraid Elf into another K command. Like, I think we're actually just ahead this game.
Yeah, I mean, if we hit K command, definitely could be.
Maelstrom Pulse would do it. Those are kind of just the two we need to hit, though. I guess Lily would also do it. All right. So we got 3 Lilies, 1 K command, 1 Pulse. Got 2 looks at him. That's not it.
Just thinking about what to buy back both now and for the following turn in case we lose Wrenn or whatever. Swamp is best now, but
yeah,
maybe a second green for Ravine.
Yeah, I think all options are pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right, Liliana the Veil, K command, Maelstrom Pulse.
Coming right up.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. All right. We're still kicking.
See you later, Titan. See you later to a couple more lands, but hey. Who is
we are
counting?
far from. kind of far from winning the game, but
yeah, but they're finally empty-handed, right? And we've got a lot going on in the field.
I gotta fade the top decks.
Gotta fade the what, Walking Ballista? Oh no.
Yeah, this does not look like a fade to me. Yeah, they tapped an uneven.
There it is.
All right, so 5/5 Ballistic kills Bloodbraid Elf, Liliana the Veil. Doesn't kill Wrenn and Six. Yeah, so we had the Fatal Push. You get to take up.
Well,
still jamming.
Push is Chalice right now, but we can decay.
Sure. Yeah.
So actually, we can decay the Chalice and then push now. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to save?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. No, we can't because, we don't have double black unless we... Oh, we're taking a run up, right? Let's actually think about this because we...
So I think grab Swamp, use Raging Ravine, and some black source to decay Chalice and then push the
I was just wondering if there's any scope to also doing something a little bit more busted with Wrenn this turn. Or we could just No, I think we should use all the cards in our hand. All right.
All right. Well, we fought through a lot here. We are kind of taking them to the mat.
Admirable display from our deck for sure. We can't really say they've top-decked that well or that poorly overall. It seems like they missed for a little while, and now they're kind of turning getting into high gear here. But
yeah, as far as their draws have gone, I don't think we've gotten super lucky. I don't think we've gotten super unlucky.
Agreed.
I would like to get lucky from here, though.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Okay.
All right.
That's the start of it. Bloodbraid Elf.
Sure is. Ooh, Kroxa.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's a closer.
Yeah.
That's a closer.
So we just fire him off.
Yeah, grab some kind of tap land like a Tomb.
Yeah, I was gonna say Peatland, but we don't need that anymore with Kroxa.
No.
Necessarily, so.
Okay. Let's fade some stuff, please. Kroxa does finish pretty quickly. We see the fade in 3 top decks now. Yeah. Okay. All right. More draws like that.
Oh man, this is pretty nuts that we're even here on turn 13.
Oh, they're paying costs. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here.
You got nothing. Chalice on 2. Okay.
Okay.
That's a thing, but we've now got a ton of different directions we can take, even if our top deck does not comply, which it doesn't. So we can either
worst case scenario,
attack with Ravine or buy back and crack Peatland.
I think I like attacking the Ravine. Just get the game over.
All right, I like it too. Might as well get this Peatland in our hand, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And in 2 turns, we'll be able to crack Peatland and beat down with the Ravine.
Yep.
All right. I'm getting so nervous every draw step here.
Yeah, me too. We are competing on every single axis. This is really cool. Oh,
okay.
The counter.
Sweet.
The counter
Sweet.
to our aggro plan.
Also, if we ultimate this Wrenn and Six, I don't think they can win anymore. We got a cake fan.
Yeah, but the Wrenn ult's bugged.
Oh shoot! No.
I know, right? So just attack again, play a Cliffs, buy back something. Okay.
Or let's see. Let's think about our clock. So we play Goyf out.
It's
this turn. We're not attacking the Raging Ravine. Oh yeah. So yeah, you're right. Don't listen to me. I'm small brain over here. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much.
No.
Whew, okay. Once more. They are dead in 2 turns here. And Reality Smasher.
They scooped it because they don't know it's bugged. Let's go.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Dude, well navigated. That was a real uphill battle, but we get there. Lego.
So they're I think their draw went from about normal to us getting lucky, which is what we needed.
Exactly. You make your own luck.
Okay.
Right? So I think we need those 5, and then we'll also consider these 2. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Coming out.
I think 2 Inquisitions probably fine to cut.
Agreed. Couple Wrens.
I don't know. I kind of like Wrenn and Six against them.
He was great there, no doubt about that.
Yeah. Like I think I would look to cutting bolts and stuff before Wrens.
I think we can definitely trim a little more at the 1-drop slot. I'm leaning toward cutting at least 1 Wren, but
okay.
I can also say, why don't we say 1 Wren, 1 bolts?
Get behind that.
Maybe a Spyro too, because we bring in these pillages. Sure. Spyro a bit slow. See how our curve is looking, and then we can consider Necromentia and Chandra. They're both worse on the draw. I could say this is pretty optimal.
Yeah, I like it. I always get a little bit sketched out cutting Wrenn and Six against decks that aren't just like red deck wins beat you down. Just because like curving out ruthlessly with your lands is so.
Yeah. Hey,
so
if you want to bring it back in, I'm listening. We just need to figure out what to cut, but.
I think I'm happy with it.
Cool.
I think that was me more just talking the talk.
Yeah, I know what you mean though.
On the draw, I want to keep it.
Yeah,
what do
we
you
probably
think?
Got to keep this, right? Like,
I guess our hope here is that they go Forest Noble Hierarch. No such luck. Okay, that was a good draw.
Yeah, very good. I'm still going to lead on Cliffs, though, because we're likely bolting. We're definitely bolting in response to Chalice. We could definitely be seeing that if they kept 7.
Okay, but I say I don't want to see a second Tron land here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're just passing
they're
for
just
us.
Passing. Hang on to bolt them, or I mean.
Yeah, I want to hang on to it.
There's no Spyro or Lily in sight, so we don't need to empty our hand for any other reason. Abrupt Decay. That could be good.
Okay.
Cool. So we're holding up double bolt. We're holding up Decay. And like you said, we're not getting Troned. So Warping Whale. On
how will we beat the 1/1? I think I want to. Yeah, I think I want to bolt that.
Me too.
Yeah.
They can float and crack Relic if they want to be efficient. They do not.
Probably would have done if I were them.
I would have considered it for sure.
Yeah, I think for them it's like to beat us. It's less about just prolonged graveyard control, more about just drawing cards and
exactly
doing their thing because they can just deploy all their stuff.
Yep.
Not a whole lot we can do. 2 mana.
Ballista on 1. All right.
All right.
We're gonna bolt.
That's gonna bolt like a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Off a Stomping Ground probably.
Yeah, definitely like that. Lightning bolts pulling their weight. We're seeing them at the perfect time.
Yeah, they looked really good here. Pillage is going to feel pretty good here.
Yeah. Do you always just kind of pillage the one they played second if you don't have any info?
So I usually like to pillage the. Ooh, that was a good draw. So I think it's unless they searched up for a tower. I think it's correct to pillage the non-tower land because if like in the turn that they're going to find Tron, you want them to use tower to find Tron.
They'll have 1 less when they get it. Yep. So for both reasons, they deployed this 1 second, and it's the non-tower land. Definitely hitting it. The draw of another one, though, very exciting. Very exciting.
That is sweet. So now, like, if we miss that 4th land, we get to just pillage them again. Now the draw, which makes sense.
Yes, it sure does. They're feeling the
pinch.
All right,
we get a missed land drop here. Oh, all right.
Well, here it is.
All right, if we hit this 4th land, I think.
Yeah. I think too.
We'll be doing okay.
Who's this? Who's this in the art? Is that Karavek? Whoever he is, he's my boy. All right, we don't hit the 3rd land, but we can decay the map. Or we can
I like that.
K-Command, but...
I think I like decaying the map.
I agree.
Decay just has, such fewer targets.
Yep.
Yeah. And actually, I failed to mention what happened, but in response to our bolt, they activated Relic to exile our land, which I normally make fun of people just like, in response, I do this because there is a stack, but that actually didn't make sense there.
Sure did. All right, Lily is nice. Play her
I think
pitch Wrenn?
I was kind of thinking pitch Abrupt Decay, because if we do hit any fetch land...
your Wrenn definitely has a high ceiling.
Although we are... maybe it is Wrenn, because even if we hit the fetch land, we're obviously casting the Bloodbraid Elf.
That was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm with you. Let's get some big idiots out of the hand. Let's see an Ugin in the yard. Yeah.
This Ugin actually tilts me more than Ugin 8, because at least that card does a lot against a lot of decks, but this one's just like, oh, you wanted to interact, did you?
Yep. Okay, so I think they take Bloodbraid Elf. We got the down take to draw land.
Yep.
And we are drawing land plus elf in these next two draws, so.
Ooh, you got half
first
of it.
Step. Come on, give it to us. Give it to us.
Nope.
I think we just pass.
Yeah, me too. Feels bad, man, but...
All right, let's fade more lands, please.
Exactly.
Another. All right, so I think they have to take Liliana here.
You're probably right. It's just too good for us to edict that, draw a card, and then have the floor of Lily number 2 +1.
Yeah, I agree.
So we just get time locked here?
I
kind of think so.
I think so. If we had a creature in our yard to buy back, it'd feel a bit differently.
Yeah,
but
I'd snap that off if we did, but yeah. Okay, another Lily. So we can't hit the 4th land to save our lives. But despite that, doing some stuff. There's Kroxa.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good pitch.
I think that's what we do pitch, yeah.
Yeah, if we hit this 4th land, it is very difficult for them to beat a Kroxa.
Yep.
Resolve Kroxa.
Exactly.
Now we're slated against Odd Knot number 3. They're 1 land away from Smashers.
Yeah, we want to fade that real bad.
Yeah.
Look at all the work we've done, though. That's it.
Nice!
GG, wow. Good times, man. Had to work for that one a little bit more, but take down the Nemesis, the Eldrazi Nemesis.
Heck yeah, match was not even bad.
Not even bad. Not even worried. We were not worried for a moment there. Good times.
Feels good for sure. Oh boy, how are we going to beat Paul Blart?
Maybe we should scoop on site. Maybe we should T3 scoop.
Just conceal information. Oh boy. I think we keep this.
I think we
keep
we're it.
Draw.
It's on the bottom end of keepable, but I think it is keepable.
Yeah, I agree.
There is no single card you want more in a blind game 1 than Inquisition of Kozilek, so.
Yep, and Painless Inquisition into Wrenn and Six is pretty good.
Yeah, opens up all the possibilities in our deck, basically, if we have some top deck help.
Just about to say, discard would be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but I mean, if this is like a black-based mid-range mirror, I think our deck is really well suited for that.
Absolutely true. The fear is they take Inquisition, which means they'll have another discard for Wrenn, but they don't. So we're at least able to resolve a spell, and then we'll see how far that gets us. Person of class, I see.
Both class and culture.
So true.
All right, I love the Jund Mirror. Heck yeah.
Taking the body.
Oh boy. All right.
Good to note that
let's
there is
go.
a Bob.
Yeah, let's go. Man, beat.
All right, let's keep track.
So we beat 8 rack. Oh man.
Decks. The only question is, what land do we get here? Are we getting a forest?
I would just get an Overgrown Tomb.
You're gonna get Tomb, yeah.
I think so. We have 3 Kroxas.
Yeah,
for sure. Like life total definitely isn't free here, but
Agreed.
I like our opponent. No, man, I'm with you, Paul Blart. I've got so many 4-1s on my belt. Oh, man, okay. So our draw has lined up exceptionally against theirs.
Sure has. So if we
Unless
Lily
they have a
down
discard
tick,
here.
they're gonna. There is one unknown. You're right. They can also bolt Lily, but that's good for us. Be even better to draw like a Wrenn.
Oh boy, yeah, Wrenn would be good.
Or just a backup Lily. We'll take that too. Oh. So Mountain here.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it feels great to queue into a. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, yeah, you're right. We are. I'm feeling so good with our configuration right now. In this mirror, it's insane. You were gonna say?
I was saying I always love queuing up against a match where I'm like, I'm cool with whoever wins. You know, like obviously I like to win, but the opponent wins. You know, good on you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel anytime I play against goblins. I'm always rooting for the goblins player.
Ooh, OP gives us a free point of damage by bolting Lily before attacks. But that could actually matter a lot because now it's a 2-turn clock.
Okay.
2 unknowns in their hand. We got Pulse.
Bad.
Does it make sense to tick Lily up first just on the off chance it grows Goyf?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty free. We do lose Lily to Raging Ravine here, but that just puts them dead on board if they do that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Guru lands. Very nice.
Opponent is also a man of class.
Indeed. Hey, Fatal Push, keeping him alive.
All right. I mean, that was my exact. I mean, obviously, Tarmogoyf was a really, really good card there.
Yeah.
That was kind of my. Yeah.
For sure. Hey, did 10 damage and traded 1 for 1 though, right? Not the worst.
Did we not play land last turn?
I guess we didn't. Yeah, that's my bad.
So I think we ditch Pulse, play Catacombs.
Yeah,
and then play on Bolting Ravine.
I think we either do that or we don't activate Lily.
Yeah, that crossed my mind too.
We get punished for not activating Lily.
Thing is, if we get to the
draw discard or Lily, right?
Yeah. I think I want to take up. I think I want to get to this ultimate.
Sure.
I don't know. What do you? Okay.
I'm pretty on the fence, so I'm respecting your call if you have one. For sure.
I definitely didn't feel too strong about it. Like I think it's right, but I could also definitely see just passing or playing land and passing.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like the Raging Ravine activation.
Shock.
Now we're at the spot.
No such luck. It's not. So this is one also of those... not insane to just like let this hit us probably, because then we could.
Yeah. So if they hit
things.
Yeah. So if they attack us, I think we just take it. If they attack.
Oh, they're going. Ooh.
Okay.
Well, now we just bolt them, and their own Bob is pretty bad at 1 life, right?
I would wait until they play the Bob out, because I think if we bolt them, they might just not play the Bob.
They're discarding us though. We have to bolt now.
Oh yes, you're right. Okay. Again, don't listen to me. I'm just here for the comedic value.
We might have to put Lightning Bolt on the thumbnail here. It's been like...
Bolt has looked like really good in spots where it's usually not that great. Like Bolt's usually not the best card against the Jund Mirror. It's usually not that good against Tron.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, they don't even play it. Okay.
Should be hard to lose from here with our top deck, but they'll obviously have the floor of attacking with Ravine, and it could happen.
Yeah, and I think almost no matter what they drew, they have to attack Lily down.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I mean, we played a deck with 4 Bloodbraid Elves and 4 Spyros.
Yep.
That's not That's not one of them. Raging Ravine kills pretty quickly.
Sure does.
Wrenn and Six is also a win.
K Command, Wrenn and Six are both lethal. 3 bolts are lethal.
Yep. I'm assuming it's going to Lily. Yeah. All right, let's draw well. Oh, I think we still cast it.
Yeah, this is going to hit for 6. So it actually leaves us exactly dead in 2 hits if we do cast it. But I think you're right, we probably do cast it anyway.
Well, maybe we don't, because if we're dead in 2 hits to the Raging Ravine, then like Thoughtseizing, yeah, because Thoughtseizing, like if they drew a Bloodbraid Elf or something, we're gonna want to take that. But we're just at the point where we're trying to draw them dead anyway.
Right. And they're not doing both, obviously, attacking and casting. So.
All right, come on, let's. We have so many live draws here. So many live draws.
Oh my.
Oh goodness! I mean, even like a Fatal Push deal with the Raging Ravine would be good.
Anything at all. All right.
Come on. Come on.
Kroxa. All right, Thoughtseize to protect us from that, right? But I mean, he's gonna come back anyway.
So, K Command wins us. 2 K Commands gonna win us the game. 3 Bolts win us the game. 2 Wrenn and Sixes win us the game. Bloodbraid Elf is good. Fatal Push doesn't do it anymore.
Nope.
Spyro like has a very good chance of doing it.
Yes. All right, this is all just for show. We're just gonna draw Wrenn and Six and win with the ping, right?
It's the best way to win with Jund. All right, come on, deck. Come on, this is it.
Okay.
So let's make sure we have a mana to cast anything we need to.
Yeah, one of each shot is what we'll leave.
Yeah. Okay.
More suspense.
All right, come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got it.
All right.
Boom, boom. G, G, W, P.
That was a fun one.
Very fun. Very fun because we won, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sincerely super fun all around. But
all right, our sideboard is stacked.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay. These, probably these, her.
Okay, so here's something. How do you feel about just cutting Tarmogoyf altogether?
I think we're supposed to with this configuration.
Okay. Yeah. I've been trimming down on Tarmogoyfs and the BJX Mirror, and it's felt good.
Yeah, no doubt.
Especially on the draw, where if we go turn 2 Tarmogoyf, like they just go turn 3 Lily, and it's pretty insane.
For sure. Now we got to remember they are on Bob, so if there was any scope to maybe like trim bolts or anything, I don't think we are as able to here.
So I think we're pretty able to cut 3 discard spells. I like leaving in 3 discard and BJX Mirror just because, like, if you're able to take a Wrenn and Six or you're able to take a Seasoned Pyromancer or a Bloodbraid Elf, it's just so good.
I agree, especially against Jund. But let's just get all these cards in here.
So I think we can probably do without the Terminates. Maybe we cut a bolt. Terminal bolt.
I would definitely if they weren't on Bob's, because they are. Yeah. I would almost rather play like, I don't know. We're gonna cut at least 3 of these. Do you like splitting the difference here, or do you like leaving in 2 Thoughtseizes?
I think I like leaving in 2 Thoughtseizes just because of Bloodbraid Elf.
Sure.
Although if you feel strongly, I don't.
No,
really
I don't.
Strongly.
I see both. Okay. So let's also can probably only play 2 Spellbomb just because we don't have the room. And
just to make it clear for the people watching this, we are sorting by converted mana cost.
Yeah, I've never heard of the phrase mana value. It's a bug. It's a glitch. It'll go back to normal, I'm sure, soon.
Well, so I still call it American Control every now and then, just because, like, I mean, that's what it used to be. Like, you go to MTG Goldfish, you'd see USA Control or America Control.
Exactly.
Like 10 years from now, when I'm calling it converted mana cost, and all the kids are rolling their eyes at me.
Just the Jund boomer life, just how it is.
All right. So maybe
3
trim
cuts. Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Terminates,
I think Terminates and a bolt. Well, maybe
Are we?
I'm gonna leave it up to you. We got load time.
Are we trimming a pulse? I know it's great,
Yes.
but I think we are.
Yeah.
Boom. And sure, we'll cut a bolt. Just be able to answer Goyf with this Terminate, I guess. Okay. I think no matter
Terminate
how
also.
we finalized that, we're going to be very strong post side.
I do kind of like. All right, this hand's pretty good. We've got the grind.
Oh yeah.
And I found that like with my configuration or this configuration of Jund, playing against the Jund mirror, most times the games that I lose are the ones where I just get aggroed out.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I really like the Terminates and turn on bolts a little bit.
Yeah. All right, we wanted to fade the Wrenn and we have. Nice.
Yeah, I wanted them to play a Bob pretty bad.
Yeah, that would have been cool too.
Anytime Wrenn and Six gets to kill a creature, it's just you're like, why is this a magic card?
Exactly. But we faded their Wrenn. They have not faded ours. We draw Inquisition, but I think we just jam Wrenn here, right? I mean, like, at 3 when they cut 7, I'm afraid of Lily, but Wrenn invalidates the Lily. I'm afraid of Spyro in general on 3, but that doesn't seem that great with a full hand. I think we play Wrenn.
I agree. I think we play Wrenn. That would have been such a good turn 1 cast, though.
Oh my god, yeah. Forget about it. Would have been GG with the rest of this hand.
Seriously. But, I mean, now it's a 1/1 body.
Ooh, are we getting double bolted?
Are you going to cling to dust? Yeah, looks like it. That's super cool with me.
Oh my god, yeah. We'll take it.
Wrenn and Six, no.
Then maybe a K command or something to finish.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they spend their whole turn K commanding. I'm super okay with that.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, sure
is.
Yeah,
awesome. We discard probably Inquisition.
Yeah, or a land, because we just, like, with Lilies and
maybe our Drawn
Wrenns,
Spyro.
I think it is Inquisition or a land. I can see either one.
So I think whatever we don't discard here is probably just getting discarded. Or I don't know. What do you think of your next turn? Do you want to play a Spyro or do you want to play Lily?
I want to play Lily, I think. So with that in mind, maybe...
I think it's Inquisition.
I think it is Inquisition if we're playing Lily, and I think we are.
Yeah. Because that way, if we draw a Bloodbraid Elf, we're going to want to cast that over a Spyro, so we want the 4th land.
And it's just letting us empty our hand in general for Lily better. We do get a bit punished, but then again, it's just a free pitch to Lily, so...
Yeah.
All right, now we want to fade their Bloodbraid Elf, of course.
Right. But I mean, even if they Bloodbraid Elf, our hand is... We got 2 Spyros.
Plague Man and no Bloodbraid Elf.
Tap land. If they just pass here. Okay, they're on Spyro.
But they don't get a ton of free value out of it, you know? They lose 2, draw 2. It's still obviously great, but we got a couple where that came from too, so...
Okay. There's a lot of options. So, like, do we Lily take up first or we play a Spyro first? I think... Right, so if we were to play a Spyro right now, I'd kind of want to get greedy and pitch land.
I can get behind that. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, maybe is the body important enough?
It could be. I mean, I can see pitching land decay as well. Like
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then anything is castable that we could find for 1-off Blood Crypt, so we'll pitch the fetch land.
Right.
Yeah, okay. All right, we got Push, Thoughtseize. Wow. A couple of real options.
I think we shock in Blood Crypt Thoughtseize.
I think so, too.
And just leave them completely empty-handed.
There goes Lily.
Very nice.
Now they have Swamp in hand. We could tick down our Lily because our hand's good still.
I kind of want to just race to that alt.
Well, here's the thing, though. I kind of want to save Push for Raging Ravine. In general. Well, or if we don't tick up, they can attack with Ravine next turn. That's not ideal. I can see
Actually, I think that is ideal. I think if we just pass and they attack with a Raging Ravine, I think that is ideal. Because we just Fatal Push it, and then we take, like, we spend... Oh, no. We don't have a mana up.
Turn.
Yeah, we don't have a mana up.
This is tough.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see taking up, ditching Fatal Push. I could definitely see just passing.
You don't want to tick down?
I guess that is better than passing. Okay, I think it's tick down.
That was my first thought. Let's go with that. It's just like more guaranteed value, even if it's unimpressive.
Yeah.
And like you said, my first thought was we don't want to give them the land because it lets them attack with Ravine, but if that's their play, I think that's okay.
Yeah. So here, you think if they swing out, well, I don't know. I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like
trade and
block. Yeah. For sure. And then I kind of don't want to deploy the Spyro.
We'll see what we draw, right? But Mountain.
Okay, so how do you feel about just uptick Lily, pitch Mountain, and pass? Hope they boot up the Raging Ravine and we can Fatal Push it.
Yeah, that's the highest ceiling play, right? Because we time walk them pretty bad, and then we get to Spyro after having answered their biggest threat. But we could really regret, like, doing that if they draw discard our Lily to attack our hand.
Okay, I'm also pretty cool with playing the Spyro.
Playing the land lets us flash back these Spyro tokens.
Yeah.
So like another option is to play land, which is good for future turns because of the tokens. Tick Lily up, trade our push for whatever there is in hand, and then we draw 2 free.
I like it.
Okay.
I think the Spyros also kind of invalidate this Raging Ravine, unless they brought in 2 play engineers.
Yeah, to a decent degree they do.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, it invalidates it, assuming that we can draw like anything meaningful in the next 8 draws or so.
Exactly.
But you never know.
You do never know. Okay. We got
meaningful.
We got some stuff. We got some things.
Those are meaningful.
I see a great deal of meaning in these 2 ladies. They're very meaningful to me.
Oh yeah. Then I think making sure we're on the same page is a pretty easy block. Ravine. Ooh.
Damn. Okay.
That's rough.
Okay. That actually changes a whole lot.
Yeah. So we get to swing in.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Now we don't attack.
Pretty good. Well, what if we just pitch Lily and escape Kroxa? Or pitch Kroxa to Lily and escape it?
Yeah.
Then we can attack too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% the move. Maybe. Okay, so maybe this is being way too cautious, but we attack the. No, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to they probably play more Goyfs than we do, so we should actually just shrink Goyf if we can with this play. We're gonna leave Spyro in there, and maybe good K command buyback targets.
Yeah, I like it. I remember the Fjord's first time picking up Jund. He wanted to play it. I was playing Jund against him, and he had a turn where he discarded a Bloodbraid Elf, or I killed a Bloodbraid Elf or something, and then on my end step he goes K command, buy back Bloodbraid Elf, and he just pauses. And he goes, guys, Jund is really good. All right, sweet. All right, awesome.
Shout out to you, Paul Blart Malkop. Great Jund player, great Jund mirror, but Guy's deck absolutely crushing mirrors with our configuration, especially post side. It is a little bit grotesque, but we are 3-0, 6-0, feels good. And yeah, to your story, I wonder if Fjord thinks that play is better than Lingering Souls. It's probably close, right? Bloodbraid, bought back with K command, shatter the opponent's artifact. About as good as Lingering Souls. 50-50. Anyway, good times, man. Let's go to round 4. We've won the die roll. So far, we've lost all the die rolls and won all the games. And we've got no red with a Spyro hand. Nevertheless, this is probably a keep, because on the play we get to go Goyf into Lily.
Yeah, I like it. If we didn't have the second black, I would say throw it back, but
I agree.
I like it. I don't think it's that bad.
It's not that bad. It's just not my favorite atmosphere that is generated by the Mirage Forests, you know? They're not that bad, though. Okay,
what
so
a
we
draw.
That's a great draw. I think we should use it because we could be against X's and they could be stopping our fetch lands, so let us... And we also probably don't want to get another basic, so we already have 2 against a Path deck, so just a Blood Crypt.
Yeah. I concur. Goyf into Lily with the K command in hand is definitely a way to beat taxes.
Yeah. And if they're stuck on one land, we should instead just K command the Vial. But they're not.
Interesting.
However, K commanding the Vial is still alive. I think, and now that we're going Inquisition into Lily next turn, I think we should. This is just going to slow them down. Where they're going to walk into our Lily Edict, where our Inquisition's going to hit. And we can attack. And if they try to like Vial in a Giver of Runes or something to block, we get to 2-for-1 them in a very direct way.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
I like it. So you're saying move straight to attacks after playing a land.
Yeah.
But just go right to attacks. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
All right, so now we're going to Shatter, and maybe the Goyf will be grown a couple different ways here. Let's find out.
Yeah, we got Artifact and Creature going, so it's already a 3/4 if they discard a creature or something.
Yeah.
Artifact and Instant going, I mean. Worst case here is they play out a Giver. They don't play a Giver. They discard a Batterskull.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
It is good for the long game there. Let's see what they've got. Elite Spellbinder. Ooh. That's good. That's going to take our Lily. Yep. All right, let's just draw a Wrenn and ping this thing. No such luck. We do have Cliffs for...
Yeah, so we have to pay 5 to cast that? Is that how it works?
I believe so.
I looked at this card like briefly when it was spoiled.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Yeah, it was one of those I looked at and I was like, well, I'm never going to play it. I guess I should maybe know it in case it gets played against me.
All right, we just Inquisition and attack then, I guess.
Yeah. All right, what do we got? Oh, my goodness.
Triple Flicker Wisp and a Skyclave Apparition. Oh, my goodness.
Skyclave.
Yeah, the Flicker Wisp on the Spellbinder is pretty brutal, though. But
well, it's not doing that much against us right now because it's non-creature, right?
Yeah. And they've just got a whole army of 3/1s that way, so...
We can also just play the Liliana next turn.
Exactly.
5/6 is also...
Yeah, here's an example of where Goyf is looking great, because they don't have the card quality to stand up to it right now. We've disrupted enough where they can't, like... hitting the Ether Vial was huge, but...
Goyf definitely looks really good here.
Yep. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a... more of an experiment rather than like, I believe this to be 100% correct, so I'm going to cut Goyfs. You know, like I think it could be correct.
I think it could be too.
Oh boy. Well.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's another point against Goyf. We have flipped around here. Okay, so I guess we'll see what we draw.
Yeah. Raging Ravine.
Okay, so we can either Forest, play a Lily, Edict them, and then we just lose the Lily, or tap Raging Ravine, Spyro.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like both.
I think I like tap Raging Ravine, Spyro.
Okay. I will follow the call, and I do like it just fine myself.
We're going to draw 2 Bloodbraid Elves.
True. We drew 1 Bloodbraid Elf and a Wrenn and Six, which seems pretty good.
Wrenn and Six, I don't think is going to do anything. They're just going to Flicker Wisp the Elite Spellbinder.
Yeah, I mean, but they can only take one of these, right?
Right, yeah.
So either one we're left with is actually pretty good, I think, here.
Oh, that thing has flying. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a silly attack. We just block. That's great for us.
You fool.
I wonder what the black in their deck is for.
Wasteland Strangler.
Yeah, I was thinking that and Todd Helloskeller.
Yeah, possibly Sculler or that new kind of like black-white meddling mage style card could be a thing too, but I think absolutely we should expect Strangler, which is very good with all this stuff.
They take a Wrenn and Six. How do you feel about just paying 4 mana for a Wrenn and Six, down taking the Spellbinder, and kind of just making their Flicker Wisp terrible?
I would have felt fine with that. Whoa. They take Bloodbraid Elf, but yeah, I would have felt fine with that.
No,
we draw.
I thought at least Spellbinder. Can you pull up at least Spellbinder for me? Because I thought it said non-land. Okay, I thought it was non-land, non-creature.
Nope. Well, we have a Fatal Push, which is pretty potentially good. We can. Are we supposed to still just ping?
Well, I think we attack. I think we're definitely playing Wrenn and Six and pinging.
Yeah.
I think we attack though, because if they like block with Flicker Wisp or Skyclave Apparition, we get to Fatal Push something.
Yeah,
ping.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden we're just very ahead. I would love for them to block here. I don't think they should.
I don't think they should, and unfortunately they don't.
No.
Yeah, I guess we kind of have to. It's just too good not to. I just hate the inefficiency of it. We're just going to ping Spellbinder then. Yeah,
because now they Flicker with Skyclave to deal. Like, they attack us, Flicker with Skyclave to deal with Wrenn and Six, and we get to Fatal Push the Skyclave.
Or they attack Wrenn and Six. Either way, we got push turned on, and we got the least redundant piece of their whole puzzle taken care of. So,
yeah. Then untapped land lets us Bloodbraid Elf.
Yes, it does.
I suppose Lily Edict also just isn't the worst here. It's not great, but
exactly. They don't know about our push, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Say both at us or one at Wrenn?
One at each.
Okay.
All right, so do we push whatever they blink? We'll just see what they do, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're probably. I mean, yeah.
You want to push that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
They do have still a really good clock with these flyers, but we have a Raging Ravine as well. Lily Edict, a couple different ways to approach it.
Yeah. As a
Tarmogoyf. We're probably supposed to Lily Edict here, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Then drawing a basic land would be pretty good.
Yeah, it would.
Well, I think a block force here is great if they choose to do that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. All right, and there's 6.
Silent Clearing. I don't hate to see that, because it's like, I don't think they have the time to use it. The life could actually cost them if they do tap it, and...
Yeah. Swinging at us. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, so they Flicker Wisp, Flicker the Flicker Wisp.
Kill our token.
Yeah. All right, 1 Wrenn and Six, please.
Yeah, it's like you said, when you're pinging stuff with this, it's like, how is this legal? Especially when there are 3 drops, right? Like, pinging a dork is good enough. But...
Oh, they flickered the Raging Ravine. Okay. That's good for us, I think.
I think it is too, but I do understand it. It takes Bloodbraid Elf off the table.
Okay, so I think we just play Peatland, don't do anything with it, play Tarmogoyf, take up.
I agree.
and swinging with both. And I mean, they kind of have to block.
Yeah. Ether Vial.
Ether Vial.
Do we want to crack Peatland looking for a bolt? Or a push?
I think depending on how they block here, yes.
But if we crack it ahead of time, we're rewarded for finding a push. With bolt, it's good either way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the only thing is, like, any untapped landless is cast Bloodbraid Elf. If we would do this, we don't get to do that.
I agree.
I guess either way. I don't have any strong feelings. What are you feeling? I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna go for it, but
yeah,
okay,
it's not bad. Oh wow, Permanent.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling they weren't gonna, but they're now at 2.
Oh, I forgot we're getting this Raging Ravine down. That would have let us 100% cast Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, and we're just dead. Oh.
Yeah. Damn.
Dang it.
Nothing we could do about that.
Yeah. Dang it. It sucks.
Great game, but yeah, exactly dead. Yikes.
Yeah. Dang. Feels bad.
Yeah. Okay, then.
All right.
Good matchup, though. And our deck is human. It is mortal. We can take an L. Lily the Last Hope seems disgustingly good here.
That does seem kind of nasty. Jesus. Oh, give me that.
So to me, these cards are kind of tier 1. These are tier 2.
Yep.
I do like Pillage, but we might not have room for all 3. And if we don't have all 3, maybe we don't play them at all, given how good our 60 will be without it.
So I think just cutting 2 Inquisition, 2 Thoughtseize, and bringing in the 4 on the right makes sense as a starting point.
I do too. I'll kind of leave an Inquisition in for now, the third one. You know, I still think Inquisition's a very good card here, but we could probably cut it too, especially on the play. I'm thinking maybe Kroxa. Like at least one could go. Probably all 4 Lilies still on the play. So let's see if we wanted to really adopt a Pillage plan.
I don't think I like Pillage.
I don't think we're probably supposed to, but if
if our deck wasn't so good against them.
Yeah. But if we did, I think it'd be doable on the play if we like move away from Kroxa entirely. Trim like a Spyro. We could also should we be cutting Goyfs here? It's a real question.
I don't think so. I think I like just taking out the Pillages and the Huntmasters. Or the Huntmaster. Although maybe Huntmaster's better than a Kroxa or a Tarmogoyf.
I think we should either cut both or neither Goyfs. We can maybe leave them both on the play.
Yeah. Okay. I like this.
All right. Well, that one got stolen right out from underneath us, but.
All right, this hand's fine. Well, I mean, one fetch land in this hand is ridiculous.
One fetch land we probably can't lose.
Yeah. Well, you find some wood to knock on or something. I've definitely been in spots where I'm like, yeah, I can't lose from here, and then happens very quickly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this hand is insane.
We all been there. Yeah, it is.
I mean, even if we just hit like a mountain or a swamp, this hand is pretty great.
Yeah, I'll take that all day. Yeah, I don't think they had really any other outs there besides Maul the Skyclaves.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had nothing with haste. Nothing else could have been played and equipped.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess if they had gone land, sword, play and equip, but that would take in a lot.
Yeah. Or just had like every unknown in their hand be Path to Exile and then win with a couple attack steps maybe. But outs were very few and far between.
All this means is we get to go 3 games playing a sweet deck.
Exactly.
That's all that means.
That's all it means.
Yeah. And this is definitely one of the things, like, so Inquisition, I think in matchups like this, it is insane to play it on turn 1 and okay turn 2, and anytime after that, I don't think it's very good. So like having it in the opening hand is definitely exactly where you want it.
There's no doubt about that. I think I may be rated a little bit more highly than you just because, like, if you're one for wanting a deck like this ever, it's really good for you. And they do have enough, like, tricks mid-game that I still don't hate it. But I definitely am picking up what you're putting down there.
I guess they did seem a little bit slower than normal.
They got a one-lander. Just take the vial, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they could draw out, but it's a pretty good take anyway with our hand, which is powerful but potentially slow. So I think I'd take the vial in a lot of cases, even if they had more than one land.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they only got one, we got the free win potential.
All right, fetch land off the top.
Yeah, fetch land one time. Come on. Oh, well.
Oof. That's not bad.
We're curving. We just forgot about green. Like, we can on the play, we can beat this deck without our green cards. We really can.
Oh, you got rewarded.
We're just terminating here, right? Because they have Batter Skull in hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Let them fetch first, of course. Fire and Ice. All right, pitch the green cards, right?
Yep. Yep.
Feels kind of bad, not gonna lie, but the other Spyro means we have insanely low chances of not doing great things from here.
Right. And honestly, like, Spyro's kind of a clock.
Yeah.
I know Goyf is a better clock, but like having the bodies spread out.
Yeah, especially against that Path to Exile, which, granted, we'd happily take that basic forest. I take back everything I said about the Mirage basic forest. It is most welcome here. Fetch land and K command's perfectly acceptable here.
Oh, man, they drew land.
Yeah, that draw land is real tough, and Spellbinder is annoying here.
Yeah, I mean, we still got the clock down. I don't think they can block.
We're still doing okay, but they're more in it than I think they should be based on how the hands looked at turn one.
Yeah, the one land keep.
Yep.
It's just so greedy.
You kind of knew that would happen, right? Just another land off the top, but
yeah.
Spyro will provide.
Fatal
love a push here.
Please.
Inquisition. Nice.
Well, that's not the worst.
Definitely a perfectly fine time for that.
All right. Well, it was good after turn 3.
Yeah. So what do you like here? Just, they have 2-path now. Just the sword, maybe? I mean, we can K-command that, but we have to K-command Batter Skull maybe in a long game here, too. Like, and then Flickerwisp is the only other body they've got. But if we leave the Flickerwisp, they'll probably use it to blink Spellbinder and Brick with that trigger, and that could be okay. So I'm thinking the sword.
Yeah, I think take the sword.
All right.
I agree.
Oh, nice 1 toughness, dude. Elementals. You don't want any of this. You don't want any of this.
Lamel, as the kids say. Are they going to path something here?
Looking that way.
Shocked into path like a Spyro?
Looking that way.
It's pretty chill, I think.
Yeah.
I swear, if he kept a 1-lander and he gets to go turn 5 hardcast Batter Skull, I will be upset.
Yeah, same. Big same. All right. Well, obviously, we are just not getting there with our top decks. So we can buy back Goyf and shot something. But do you want to maybe save that for instant speed actions on their turn?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I want to save because if they play a land, we gotta K command the Batterskull.
Yep.
And now we can get our very nice Mirage Forest.
That's right.
So they shocked into Path, but they're not going to do it.
Yeah. Let's just give them a little bit more to think about by tanking here for a minute.
Yeah.
But okay. Free 2 points could matter. Take the hit, I guess, but like
yeah, I think so.
I think so too, but it's definitely not free. As we saw last game, they can just steal it. Okay, another SFM. But if we, well, now they got 2 paths. I was gonna say if we, never mind. None of that's true. That I was about to say. Okay, so
we're in a tough spot.
We're in a real tough spot.
The opponent has drawn very well.
Yeah, they've drawn so well. So buying back Goyf probably doesn't change a great deal, except it might be better against Batterskull.
No, if we do that, we're down on board.
Yeah, so we have to do, well,
I think we have to do nothing.
Or we could kill a flyer, right? Then we're not dead on board.
Yes. Yeah. All right, so
I think maybe we're supposed to, because we can't afford to get time walked here. We kind of need to draw something anyway.
Yeah, so kill a flyer, make him discard.
Yeah, I like that better than buying back Goyf.
Sure.
I'm going to hit the Spellbinder, I think. Or maybe it should be Flicker Wisp at this stage of the game.
Probably. Yeah. I think they probably just path their own creature here.
Yeah, that's an option for sure. Well, they're saving the paths for us. All right. Bloodbraid Elf's been notoriously absent. We don't get it, but we get Abrupt Decay. So we just attack, right, and stay alive with Decay? Because they're probably going to go for Maul.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we attack with the elementals as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we attack all.
Okay. Wrenn and Six, where art thou?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I think it's just a forest. Probably it's not going to matter, though.
Probably not. Oh, they pitched Maul. I did not notice that to the K command.
Oh.
Dang, we probably...
I don't say either.
That
was so not on my radar of a thing they were going to do.
Yeah, for real.
Huh.
All right, so now do we decay here?
Yeah, I think so.
I do too.
So we have to find an answer to this Batterskull.
Yep. Which we can.
Yeah, they're in the deck for sure.
We know both cards in their hand, and there is a Kroxa. Well, then.
Ooh, that's an answer to... Oh, they got a Path Exile. So... Oh, no, that's an insane draw. Because if they go to Path it, they lose the Batterskull.
Exactly.
No, they lose the Batterskull.
Either way.
Yeah, well, so... No, because they could just put in Batterskull and then Path it.
Oh, right. But, yeah, damn. Okay. We're still going to do it,
I mean,
though.
we're still casting it for sure. And if they don't Path it, we're going to escape it.
Yeah, exactly. And let's not show them the land, right?
Yeah.
Because then they might not Path it.
They're going to path it and forget to put in Batterskull.
That's right.
That's the line.
Fascinating game.
So, I mean, is it coming true?
We have fetchables without this, so we'll get it. Yeah. But it doesn't matter because we're not escaping the path one anyway, right? Okay, so...
Where are one of our 4 bolts?
Yeah. Where is all of the stuff that we dunk on matchups like this with?
Yeah, I guess we honestly haven't drawn that much meaningful interaction.
We gonna jump with Spyro here to stay alive for longer?
Yeah.
Yeah, our curve out's been okay. Theirs has been insane relative to their keep. That's our problem.
Yeah. They definitely got rewarded for a super greedy keep.
Yep.
Hate to see it.
All right, they break off the top. So do we. Brah. Okay.
All right. Passing the turn. Dang. This is going to feel really bad. I think this is a great matchup.
I think this is the best matchup we've seen so far.
Yeah.
So that's magic for you.
Yeah. Win bad matchups, you can lose good ones.
Oh, yeah.
We're not like out of it, but it's definitely slipping away.
Mm-hmm.
Start with the Bloodbraid Elf, Spyro.
Fatal Push.
Yeah.
Do we Inquisition?
I think so. I think it's free. Like, it's not doing anything anyway. Because maybe there's an argument to hold it for a turn or two.
So we got to try to find a turn where we can remove multiple things at once. Basically, we need to draw another removal spell of some kind off the top.
Yeah. Yeah, and to that effect, I think we just jump Batterskull here.
Yeah. Jump while we can before they find a way to bounce it or whatever. Dark Confidant. Wow. Wow, that's what they're playing black for.
You're going to have to push that one.
I guess so. Lily of the Veil. All right, so we push Bob, we Lily Edict.
Yeah,
then
it makes our top deck more alive.
Yep, we're still just trying to find a shatter effect. But they'll be bouncing this. Yeah. I think we're pretty done for.
I mean, I think they just sacrificed the germ token here. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Well.
No. Okay. I mean, that gives us more outs for sure. Not gonna pretend we're in a good spot, but
right, I hear you.
You have a lot of Bloodbraid Elves in this deck. You got a lot of Spyros in the deck. You got another Kroxa. Oh no, we cut 2 Kroxas. Goyf would be a great draw.
Yeah, that's true. We can just outsize this thing too for a little while. We fought through 3 of their paths too, so yeah, a big heavy hitter would not be bad. Hope you naming Wrenn.
Yeah. I don't think they attack Lily here. I think they attack us.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what they do too. Yep. Alrighty.
All right, big draw step. Big draw step. Jeez.
Very unfortunate. Again, like we just said, the most winnable matchup of the 4, and we drop it.
Yeah.
Both games got away, right? Both games we were in command, and they just completely curved out. What are you gonna do? I think I would probably put us at 60-40 or higher here, but
oh yeah,
We flooded a lot. They had excellent curve outs, and we couldn't quite fill both gaps at once, I guess.
Yep. Oof. Going back to the classic Jund hands.
Yeah, I think we're going to send it back. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Is this the first mulligan we take in
It
this
is,
league?
so we can't really complain. But maybe now we can complain.
Now we can complain.
So the luck just falls off a cliff at that point, huh? Okay. Fair enough.
Just throw back like Swamp Bolt, maybe?
I was going to get greedy and put 2 lands back and hope the bolts line up.
Yeah. Cool
So to that end, we should probably put back Swamp Peatland if we're going to do that, right?
Sure. Man, that feels bad.
Yeah.
It's all right. This will be prowess. We're going to mess him up with this hand.
Ooh. Ooh. Not quite, but close. Okay. So... Ooh.
I think I want to bolt this and go double discard next turn.
I can get behind that. I'm pretty torn, but I do often really respect bolting the Adept because it just makes them sequence differently if they think they're going to connect. And
yeah,
it's also a little hard to say what will happen. Ooh, okay.
Okay. There's no Fatals living in the format anymore.
Nope.
So we just fetch Shocking and...
Yeah. They're not playing pump spells, are they? The Flameblade Adept deck. About to get
Let's hope not. No mutagenic growth, please.
God, if they do.
Fade mutagenic growth one time.
Oh, OP's got their head on straight. No pump spell. All right.
All right, so you feeling just bolt Thoughtseize?
I'm feeling Inquisition and then decide.
Okay.
But maybe off.
Maybe
ooh, but
we want to fetch up an Overgrown Tomb.
Yeah.
It feels bad to lose that much life off our lands, but
but I think we've got.
They're the only lands we have.
Yep. They could play Blood Moon, and then we could regroup. Well, we'll just take the Blood Moon if we have to, I guess. All right.
Yeah. All lands, one enabler. Let's go.
Goblin Lore, Underworld Breach. Probably have to take that, right? Ox of Agona, Street Wraith.
I think we take Goblin Lore, because they're not going to cast an Underworld Breach next turn.
I'm just thinking we'd have only 2 outs to it if we let it resolve.
Well, so I mean, like, they can't cast it next turn. Because they cast it, it's sacrificed at the end step. And
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. And then we can Thoughtseize it next turn. Okay.
Right.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
And then, so you want to bolt this turn, you don't want to double discard.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I think we take Goblin Lore, bolt the Flame Blade.
Yeah, I will respect the call. I think that's... Yeah, right? I think that's
Boost
a
their
good
Flame
call.
Blade.
I don't know if I've ever played much against this card, to be honest.
I played against it a few times. This is not there's not a like hollow one all in deck like they used to be. This is more of a storm deck.
Gotcha.
At least the ones that I've seen.
Sure.
Land, non-forest land. Oof.
All right. So what are you thinking here? Do we now Thoughtseize or?
Yeah, just Thoughtseize. Because if we play Kroxa, they discard Ox and
yeah,
then we look silly.
Magus.
Oh my god.
Do we have to take Magus now and try to fade that going off?
I think we do.
I think we do. They have a land, then we're just basically dead. So
yeah, they have a land. Like their 2/2 beater will probably get there.
Yep.
Good call for playing around Blood Moon though, or at least having it on the radar.
Yeah. I mean, I think we were still correct to get Tomb, even if we kind of knew they'd have it, but definitely something to be aware of. And they did have the 3rd land. We have a Thoughtseize, so now do we just get Breach out of there?
Yeah.
Okay. We're about to just get bolted out of the game at this rate.
Honestly. All right, deck. I would like your finest Wrenn and Six, please.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Cracking that eyelet.
I was
Cathartic
about to say Goblin.
Reunion. Yeah.
What's the oh no, Goblin Lore is just them. I was thinking of
Yeah, you play a Burning
it?
Inquiry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. That'd be nice.
Wrenn and Six.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Unlucky. You mull to 5 and then you get land screwed, right? I did make kind of the greedy decision to keep only 2 lands, but at the same time, all these interaction points have been great for us. So I think
we kind of needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We needed both bolts. We needed all the discard.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we could have played Kroxa though, because Ox is already in the bin, probably, right?
No.
Oh well.
Never punished because we never hit the land.
Right. Do we do it now?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Man, this feels so bad.
It does. Yeah, like I said, the luck just seems to have fallen off a cliff as soon as we ran into taxes, but...
Well, when you put this up on YouTube, just play the first 3 matches and claim technical difficulty.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what happened. We won the next 2 as well. But
yeah, definitely.
That footage is lost.
Yeah. You want to scoop?
Yeah, quality of life concession here.
Yep. Absolutely wrecked. But again, this seems like a fine matchup. Spellbombs, Klothys. Possibly
good.
These
Ashiok.
cards. Ashiok. Yeah. We didn't see fetch lands though, did we?
No, so we didn't see fetch lands, but they are very graveyard centric.
Yeah, still play 2. Necromentia is a maybe, I guess.
Yeah, probably. I'm super unfamiliar with these decks. The one they were playing looked kind of weird, but a similar version I saw a while back won through Grape Shot. But we didn't see anything here that would indicate that. I think Liliana the Veils, we can probably just cut all of them.
I like that a lot.
Maybe Maelstrom Pulse can probably go.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe something from this category, but we do still have to assume Hollow One. Pulse isn't out to Underworld Breach, though, in a way that Command isn't. But is it like if they play it, they're probably going off?
Well, so Pulse can never answer Underworld Breach because they play it and they have to sacrifice it their end step.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, let's call Pulse then.
Cake Man isn't out to Hollow One. I could see trimming a Seasoned Pyromancer.
Sure, I can get
that gives us enough to bring in that right column.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then maybe not.
Yeah, I think
Terminates or. Maybe
we've got bolts and pushes as the outs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe Terminate's better than Fatal Push just because of Hollow One. It's like a slightly worse answer,
especially on the play.
Yeah, it's a slightly worse answer to Flameblade Adept, but it does answer the big dude.
Yeah, I can get behind that for sure.
All right, and then last match of the league, do we want to bring in a Necromentia? Maybe for like a Spyro?
Let's do it.
Spyro's not doing a whole lot. All right, rock and roll.
Except helping us function under Blood Moon, actually, but...
Ooh.
Can we cut a single Wrenn here on the play?
Sure.
All right, let's do that. A heavier top end hasn't let us down yet. It's never been the reason we've lost.
Oh my goodness.
Rough. Yeah, we're sending that one back.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
This is a lot better.
This is a keeper, and I think
probably
we're
put
pitching.
Back Spyro.
Well, I think we're pitching Kroxa just because it's broadly the worst card.
Okay.
To that end, we actually probably could have cut a Kroxa or two, now that I think of it. But I'm just so used to never cutting Kroxa. Anyway,
crazy talk.
Yeah, exactly. Just Swamp, right?
I like it.
Inform us as to whether we need to get Forest maybe for Moon or not. Burning Inquiry, Flameblade Adept. I don't want to get Inquiried with our hand, but we also don't have an answer to Adept. And their hand is nasty with Inquiry, so maybe we just have to take Inquiry.
Yeah, I think we take Inquiry. I mean, I think our answer to Flameblade Adept is having a big Goyf.
I think that's totally fair. Totally fair.
So yeah, they Inquiry, they mess our hand up, and they have the hollow one still in their hand. They get to put Ox in the yard, maybe.
Yep. And we got an answer anyway, but you want to just jam Goyf here?
Yeah. It's like a Stomping Ground, probably.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can hit a third land this game. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be epic. That would be pretty sweet. I loved the good old days of Iraq against Hollow One. We were like slightly unfavored, but it was such a fun skill testing matchup to play.
Mm-hmm.
They got
so they didn't have
Lantern. Okay.
They didn't hit an untapped land here. Yeah. Okay.
If they have Street Wraith, they blow us out, so it's probably worth just taking the one.
No, because they Street Wraith, it grows our Goyf by 1 as well.
Good call. Okay. We're still worrying about those pump spells, though, but I'll trust you.
Unigenic growth.
Oh, no, it's got Menace. Whoops.
Oh,
it was a good call, though.
Well, that's a reason to not block.
Yeah. We knew that the whole time. We were testing the audience, right?
Yeah. All right, hit a land.
No land, but honestly, just with Goyf being big, I think our spot's okay, so why don't we just...
How do you feel about just Spellbomb, crack, Spellbomb attack?
I feel like I'd rather save it and terminate the deck.
Okay.
Or Decay. Your call with that.
So we're going to use... so Decay is a little bit more premium because it can answer... Underworld Breach at instant speed, but the way their hand is shaping up, I don't think that's going to be that important. Decay, how do you feel about just decaying Soul Guide Lantern right now?
I thought about that, but they can sack it to exile. Our yard doesn't matter that much. I think I'd rather terminate the Adept, personally. Or decay the Adept, rather.
Gotcha. Well, so if they do sack Soul Guide to exile our yard, Goyf doesn't shrink at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for us, right? But I'm still kind of just like respecting the race here, basically, by killing Adept.
Sure.
I don't think I
get behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like using Abrupt Decay.
Yep, we could definitely find ourselves needing to terminate a Hollow One and being rewarded immensely for that. Goblin Lord.
Oh, they discarded 2 Hollow Ones.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good. And now Spellbomb looks really good.
Now Spellbomb. Now we're ready for that. Yep.
Magus' Moon is still kind of rough.
Yep.
But honestly, like the big stupid beater might just get there. This is another case where Goyf looks better than Spyro or Kroxa.
Yeah, Goyf looking good here. And overall, if we can jump ahead a bit, I'm feeling a little inconclusive because, like, Goyf has looked good, but honestly, the things we've replaced him with have looked good, too. Maybe
Spyro and Kroxa have been insane.
Third Kroxa's felt maybe superfluous this league, but overall.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Hey, he heard us talking. Okay.
So just Spellbomb, crack, Spellbomb attack, I think.
We're going to shrink the Goyf if we do, so we should attack first, right? But
yeah, you're right. They could exile their own... Wait, does Soul Guide Lantern exile each opponent's yard or target players?
Each opponent.
Each opponent's. Okay, so they can't shrink the Goyf. That's good.
Yep. Yeah, I like this well enough. It's just taking care of a lot and also giving us a chance to hit that third land before too much longer goes by. And we
One
do.
time. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. Awesome. And Spyro, ditch Kroxa, and then whatever we draw is probably the line here.
Yep. Okay. I think
there's a chance you just get to Kroxa next turn.
Yeah, exactly. Kroxa hits the bin. All 3 of our cards hit the bin. We'll take that, I guess. I guess.
New hand's not... Yeah. New hand's not the worst.
Yep.
I was about to say a Hollow One here would be pretty good.
Yeah, they found it. Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
All 4 hollow ones in the top 19.
Ugh. All right, so sorcery, creature, land in their graveyard. So Goyf is its smallest. Goyf is a 3/4. They sack our yard.
Yeah.
Or get rid of our yard. Jeez, the 2 hollow ones.
Yep. Wow. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool stuff.
Stark differences in first 3 games to the last 2.
Yeah, exactly. This is what life is like in the 3-0 bracket, I guess.
Yeah, it's what life is like playing Jund, honestly.
That too.
Like, you have those games where like you get decisions and you get rewarded for making good decisions. Like your deck's humming, and then you have games where there are no decisions and you feel dumb for playing Jund.
Exactly. Well said. So, do we want to fetch or not? Because
I think we go ahead and fetch.
Okay.
Like it means we can't draw the Blood Crypt. We're gonna grab. Assuming we grab Blood Crypt.
Yeah.
But like we probably don't want to draw a shock land anyway. And I don't know.
Yeah, I
just
guess.
Cleaner mana.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 4/5. Oh, because Artifact went in there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice. Okay.
Very nice. Okay.
Lightning bolts, which also
so-
grows the Goyf to a 5/6, right? So if we attack and they double block, we bolt one, we kill both in combat. Is that right?
Yeah, my only concern would be if we attack and they don't block. Though if we attack and they don't block, we just play out a Seasoned Pyromancer and we have a ton of blockers. Yeah, I like attacking. I've been convinced.
Cool. Also, if they don't block, we could... We could also bolt them, put them to 4. Which is not bad if we... But then we don't have a great turn, so we probably shouldn't do that. But...
Yeah, then they just put us to 7. So we wouldn't be able to deploy the Spire that way, have blockers.
Okay, no block. So we're just going to jam Spyro and...
Yeah, I think so.
What, pick Spellbomb and Bolt here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See a land. That's land. Ooh. Okay. All right.
Secret deck.
Unfortunately, I think we have to cast Bloodbraid Elf.
I think we do too, but that'll win us game 3. That'll win us game 3.
See, the thing is, like, I don't even know their deck well enough to know, like, what is the card we name that just makes them not able to win? And, like, what is Underworld Breach doing in their deck? This isn't the Storm variant. They're, like, way too mid-rangey for that.
Yeah. Maybe we can take this out on the draw, actually, because neither of us knows for sure, honestly, and they do seem to play a couple different games. Couple different styles of game, I should say. Okay, opponent just kind of spinning their wheels. It's a good time to untap and play a Bloodbraid Elf. Well, we got another one, but...
All right, so when you can actually cast the top end, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the worst.
It's not. I'm definitely using it. I'm wondering... Now we just use it on them. I was seeing if there is any spicy way to do anything. Okay. Double Ox in hand. All right, so we're definitely attacking with Goyf. Let's say they... Do we just turn them all sideways here?
So we turn them all sideways. They block Spyro and Bloodbraid Elf. We get in for... Or they...
We put them to 1.
They block Goyf and anything else of ours. That's great for us because we kill 1, we get in for 4, put them to 4. I like attacking with all.
Me too, because either way, we've got another Bloodbraid next turn, leaving our fail rate virtually non-existent. I guess Magus is the only thing that are like a really good Burning Inquiry or Burning Inquiry to get our Bloodbraid Elf out of there and let them escape an Ox would be scary. Magus locks us
Magus
out,
would be,
but we can just kind of attack over the line.
Since they block like this, Magus leaves them dead.
It leaves them having to jump.
Not quite. Yeah.
All right, they drew a land for Ox.
All right.
So they're dead, because we've got Bloodbraid Elf.
Yep. Sweet. Okay.
Game 3 it is.
We did a Wrenn and Six.
Oh, they don't even want to get more info off of our Cascade. Well, let's see. Thoughtseize.
Hit a Thoughtseize. We would have cast it.
Yup. All right, let's take that Necromentia out. Hey, we played it.
Yeah.
Let's put Maelstrom Pulse maybe back in.
So since they're... Well, I like it because they seem to be much more all in on like the beat down hollow one plan.
Yeah. On the draw, there might be scope to just play another removal spell in the form of Push, just because the Adept is that much scarier, but maybe we already we're pretty well balanced without it.
Yeah, like we already have the 4 answers to the 4 cards.
Yeah.
Bolts. That's like really all Bolt's doing.
I honestly don't mind Huntmaster here either. Crucially, Bolt does kill Magus as well, though.
Oh, yeah. No, that's right. Bolt's really good.
And Push gives us another potential out to Magus if we happen to be, untapped with a fetch land. But so I am thinking about a Push and a Huntmaster here, but I just don't know if we have any cuts. Chandra's not bad, but we didn't play her on the play. She probably doesn't come in on the draw. I am agreeing with your read, though, for sure, that we have to worry more about their Hollow One plan.
Yeah, so maybe that effect Ashiok isn't the best, especially on the draw.
Okay, yeah, why don't we just play a real mid-range game like this?
Okay.
Because we still didn't see any fetch lands, right? So we don't even get that upside.
Yeah.
Now, we gotta remember that Kroxa could come out, too. Maybe we cut one of those. I still think it's okay because it outsizes everything, right? But
maybe bring in like a Wrenn and Six. Or a Fatal Push. Honestly, Chandra doesn't seem that bad either.
No, she
cast one with Blood Moon and killed Hollow One.
Ooh, at the top.
All right.
Well, we came here to play
with all those 4 drops though, only 2 Wrenn and Sixes.
We could play a single Ashiok just because there will be spots for it. The self mill's pretty good here too.
Oh, I was trying to find like a lower end thing to cut for a Wrenn and Six. I like the Ashiok a lot.
How about like this then?
Or not the Ashiok. I like the Chandra a lot. I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you though. Yeah, 40 seconds.
It's up to you, man.
Right.
It's up to you. Play like this. I'm down with that. We did lower our curve overall still probably because we brought in 3 more 1-drops.
Yeah,
we cut the Lily 3 drops of Lilies. All right, let's do it. Let's outgrind this deck.
Lands and spells.
Yeah, no mulligans anymore. It's their turn to mull deep. Well,
oh boy, this is lands and spells. I want to keep it.
I think we are supposed to keep it. Honestly, do.
Yeah.
Hope he's gonna take them all here. The Wombo combo. Turn 1 IOK. Turn 2 nothing. Turn 3 nothing. Turn 4 shot. Oh, they keep 7. You hate to see it.
No Flameblade Adept turn 1. That's really good. Okay, hell yeah. Or heck yeah. I don't know what the stream's rated.
I have said HE double hockey sticks before, I believe, on the channel. So
HE double hockey sticks. What is that top card? Let's read that. Let's figure this out.
Pirate, 2/4 haste. When you discard it, pings, and you can loot with it.
Wow.
That does a lot, but I don't expect it is. I just still don't know what to do about Underworld Breach here. But
the Underworld Breach is such a powerful card. Like if you just have them go off, and we have seen so much of their deck, we haven't seen any kind of rituals or draw cards.
Yeah.
Or I mean, we've seen Lures and Burning Inquiries, but like we haven't seen rituals or grave shots.
So I agree. Like, so yeah, man, I don't know what to do here. I'm definitely not Lightning Axe right now.
Yeah, it's lore, the giant horn buccaneer modern staple. Or shame on you for not knowing what that card does.
I know, noobs over here. Okay.
I am kind of leaning towards Goblin lore. We just have like so many more cards in our deck that answer a creature.
I agree. Or I mean, I'm still on the fence overall, but I accept that line of reasoning. No question about it.
Definitely on the fence, but I'd like 1 foot, kind of one half of a foot in one direction.
Yeah, I got you. So sadly, we are just kind of flooding. Just kind of flooding here. I think we should definitely get basic lands.
Yeah. Yeah, because if we go with taking out all the lilies of our deck, going forest and swamp, we're pretty insulated.
Oh, they don't play. We're representing removal, so they don't play the Buccaneer. Hype. Thank God.
Do they have an untapped land that we knew about?
I thought that other mountain was in hand, but you might be right. Maybe they don't.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. It's been too long of a league. We're starting to get sloppy. And oh my god, deck.
Of course, I think probably just tap Blood Crypt maybe.
I'm gonna keep getting basics.
Okay.
I understand the impulse either way though.
Do we have double black? Oh, we do. Kroxa. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. In my mind, I was thinking like we don't need more double black. Oh, I kind of hope this is a Magus. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been better. The Glinthorn Buccaneer. Yeah, we're gonna do the Chandra thing. It's gonna be fine.
And then if they don't have a lot else, like,
I'm just worried about them like getting to the Underworld Breach stage of the game, but
right, yeah, I don't even know what that stage looks like for their deck. I mean, maybe if somebody, if somebody watched the show knows. So
we got a Chandra,
don't
right?
Yeah. I think we have the Chandra down take on it. But yeah, if anyone who's watching this knows kind of more what their list does, and specifically why it plays Underworld Breach, I'd be interested to.
Yeah, that's what the comments are for, guys. Please do let us know, and thanks for sticking with us through what's been a really fun Jund League. We're either going to get over the line with a 4-1, or we're going to escape with some, winnable ones that we drop, but still cash. Either way, list looking great, and it always feels so good to cast this card, kill an X4 on an empty board. So we got to do that. That's hype. If they don't do anything crazy this turn, we're going Inquisition into Bloodbraid Elf as a floor, and then who knows what we're going to do with Chandra, right? So I'm cautiously hopeful right now. We'll see.
Good old cautiously optimistic.
You can never be too sure when you're a mid-range player. It's not like we have prison elements and, it's just like, okay, well, their top deck's always live.
Right, yeah, you never have that, like, okay, I played this and now they're locked out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No force of negation held up, nothing like that. Just like, okay.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and that is definitely a whole Jund, especially as cards that are going to get more and more powerful. It's like you play control strategies, you're uptaking you're brainstorming Jace, you're uptaking Big Teferi, you're just drawing a bunch of counter spells, and you're like, yeah, we'll figure out how to win eventually. I've got this game locked up.
Yep.
But
exactly.
Yeah. Strategies like this, as the top deck get more powerful, Jund gets kind of scary.
Exactly. Okay, opponent going for.
Say discard Magus. Ooh, I would have loved to have played the Magus.
No, they cast Cathartic just to C3, pitching Magus and Lightning Axe. Cool. Okay.
I was just saying it'd be great for us if they had played it.
Gotcha.
Cave.
All right. If that mountain was in hand, it no longer is. We know Breach is still in hand. So, Thoughtseize. Okay.
All right. So just, I guess, play a land, uptake Chandra.
To make mana.
So actually, we could uptake Chandra. Yeah, we could uptake Chandra for mana, cast both discards and Bloodbraid Elf.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're already ahead of me. I like it.
Yeah. Cool. I guess we're gonna lead on. I think I want to go Inquisition into Bloodbraid into Thoughtseize. I think that gives us.
Why Thoughtseize after the fact?
Well, potentially, because for one thing, we could cascade into another discard spell, right?
Sure.
It probably doesn't matter. I'm just thinking out loud here.
All right. Inquisition, yeah.
Okay, they got Double Breach and an Inquiry.
Yeah, I think. Well, Maybe we take double breach.
I don't know. I still don't know.
So let's see. They cast Underworld Breach. What is the worst they can do? They can start just like casting inquiries and
they can Lightning Axe a threat. I mean, Burning Inquiry's card disadvantage, and it's totally blind. I think we're taking double breach now. I think I like your call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, we just made that able to trade with Bloodbraid in combat, but I guess we're sitting back to protect Chandra anyway, if we cascade that is into another creature.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Spyro would be really good here. Tarmogoyf is also
we'll take it.
Yeah. I don't know if one would be better than the other there. Big Stick is good, drawing cards is good.
Yep. All right, some true Junding, and we will see if we can fade some insane top decks. They do still have some potential here, no doubt about it. The Burning Inquiry, another thing, though, is it's great for us now, because we're just, like, going to see new cards anyway, right?
Yeah, get rid of the lands, give us some... All right.
Give us some action here. Whoa, we basically just milled 3, but then it happens again. And now it's a 7-2. All right, now we gotta fade. We gotta fade like a more discard because we don't want them killing. Oh my god, look at this go off.
Wow. So I think if they attack Chandra, do we just let it happen? Because we have to block with 2 creatures and it kills both of ours. No, I want to tap with the Chandra.
I think we still have to block, yeah. But I understand the impulse. And it doesn't actually kill both.
No, you're right.
You're right. Yeah. What a turn, though. That was so impressive.
Yeah, that was a little bit crazy.
After all this, we still have that swamp in hand, but we are lining up a bolts, which is good.
We can cast and escape Kroxa, which is...
Oh, Terminate. Let's go.
Goodness.
Okay.
All right, so, yeah, just uptick looking for stuff. If we find Bloodbraid Elf, we can 2, 3...
Raging Ravine. So do we just fire off everything main phase and swing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Gotta try and get him dead.
I mean, terminating this thing does feel pretty awful. But...
Oh, geez, you're right. Ugh.
Maybe we can just give up the 3 points of damage and play a little more cautiously, see what they do.
Sure. Yeah, because if we find like a Spellbomb,
yeah,
it's great. If they swing at us, I think we might take it.
We might, yeah. Do we hang on to the swamp for any reason?
I don't think so, because we would just terminate in response to a Burning Inquiry anyway.
Gotcha, yeah.
I guess
it could have turned, yeah, could have turned itself into a spell with an inquiry, but we've already seen most of them anyway. Glinthorn Buccaneer. There it is. So now we might actually have to terminate that and then block the Ox.
Yeah, if the Ox goes at us, I still want to take it though.
Yeah, I agree. But let's terminate before they can loot with it.
Gotta.
Not off of forest.
If only.
Glinthorn Buccaneer OP. Clearly stronger than Ox of Agonis.
The strictly better. So they had mana. They didn't activate it. Oh no, they want to buy back Ox. All right, so is it us or Chandra?
It's us.
I think we take it. What do you think? Oh no, we have yeah, I think we take it.
I'm with you.
We're gonna draw Spellbomb for turn, uptick Chandra for a Bloodbraid Elf into a Spyro.
Ooh, they just keep finding threats though. That sucks.
It's kind of rough. All right.
Fatal Push. Nice. So you're looking for more gas off Chandra, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, it can't No, yeah, I guess it could have down tick.
Oh, you called it?
Very nice. Okay, very nice. So now we can block in combat, exile it before they get priority.
Yep.
At least priority to cast that.
I think we hang on to the push just to conceal info here.
Yeah, and it might lead down to some plays that are maybe...
Exactly.
Okay. We're doing things and stuff.
We are doing lots of things. Okay.
Now we just
do it.
So this is just a mill 3, but that shouldn't matter.
Yeah, maybe they'll finally give us a Kroxa. Nope.
No such.
Got a Spyro.
There's a Spyro.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it would have been better to drop it. It being in the yard is definitely not nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, now we would love an attack. Assuming no mutagenic growth still. So maybe that's why Burning Inquiry or Underworld Breach is the deck, because we saw that turn where they just cast 2 Burning Inquiries and the hand wasn't like it was an insane turn.
Exactly.
So maybe it's just a value piece. It's not like a combo thing. It's just a value.
Could definitely be. I still am not sure whether we should have taken one of the inquiries or not there, but I agree with you that looks like exactly what it does.
Yeah. Well, so they'd found a land, and if I remember right, there were either 4 or 5 lands. So they would have played Underworld Breach and gotten to Inquiry anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so kind of.
Yeah.
That's kind of going to happen no matter what, I guess. Cycling a hollow one at this stage of the game has got to be pretty good for us.
Yeah. You kind of assume that you just want to untap and like play it.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Please attack.
No attack.
Because they don't attack, I think we have the down tick on the Ox.
Whoa.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can bolt get Spyro tokens, which is probably what needs to happen. I think
we still could downtick though. They have nothing if we downtick.
Yeah, we gotta clear their board.
I agree.
Do you want to? Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay, never mind.
I'm just bolting and spell bombing, right?
Yeah, I think maybe crack spellbomb first, because if we hit Bloodbraid Elf, we can cast Bloodbraid Elf, and if that hits something that kills Flame-Bellied Adept, we still have the mana to hold up Bolt, but that way we have Bolt in hand.
Okay.
It's like super minor, but might matter.
No, I like it a lot.
Okay.
But that actually allows us to make Spyro tokens on the end step if we are willing to... Oh, we can grab Basic Mountain to do that. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so...
Let's do it. Yeah, and this left Flame-Bellied Adept in the yard, but I don't think that matters at all.
I don't think it matters. My first instinct was to have as few cards in the yard as possible, but when you talk it out, I like it. I don't think that one Jackal matters, right?
Yeah. Is that really the creature type Jackal?
Jackal Warrior, I think. Yep. Hey, they get a bolt for Chandra. You hate to see it.
Okay.
She has been incredible, though.
Yeah, definitely put in her work.
Yep. They probably needed that to stay in it. We got K-Command, though. Woo! So dang. I think we just...
Okay, so I kind of want to just hold it for... Like, we could we could K-Command Bloodbraid Elf right now. Wait, do we have Bloodbraid Elf in the yard? Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
As opposed to, like, the up or the draw step, discard them, return Bloodbraid Elf? Because I think if we...
Well, let's see. If we just shock them and then buy back a Bloodbraid Elf, they're at 12, they're at 6, they're at 4. It's probably really hard to lose from there, even if we whiff on Bloodbraid Elf.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if we discard them on their upkeep or on their draw step, we put them to 1 on our next turn.
All right.
Yeah. As tempting as it is, just like K-Command Bloodbraid Elf right now, I think it's draw step.
I'll respect the disciplined play. I will respect it.
Unfortunately.
You're keeping me honest here.
But I definitely have the same first reaction. I'm like, oh, let's go.
All right, so boom, 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 boom.
And at one life, we just have so many hits that just kill him.
Yeah, for sure. They're scooping. Yeah. Beautiful. We got it. All right, man. Woo, good times.
Kind of feels bad while we're not recording. Kind of feels bad to lose to the Taxes player. One, just losing to, like, especially a slower version of Taxes, I think we're probably incredibly favored against.
Yes.
And then the one land keep.
Yeah, exactly. So a fantastic 4-1. Our deck looked fabulous to the extent that it was dropping games or matches. It was deep mulligans were involved, perfect curve outs from the opponent were involved, and we also didn't curve out ourselves optimally, even after the mulligan, right? We saw the mull to 5 followed by us getting stuck on 2 lands is an example of that. Otherwise, this was a Junding, and we had okay matchups, right? But again, probably the most favored one is the one we lost, so I think the takeaway there is that Jund can hang with just about everything. Not that it will all the time, but especially this list, man. Woo! Definitely a big, just, what am I trying to say? A big point in the column for not being afraid to play too heavy of a top end, right? Like, we never really lacked for early interaction. Goyf was good, but we clearly didn't fully miss it. And how strong was this entire top end? Even Lily, who we ended up not seeing so much in the latter half of the league, she was incredibly good against Eldrazi Tron, right? And also a big part of the puzzle against some other opponents as well.
Yeah. No, the deck has felt good for me. Definitely felt good here. I would say I'm still undecided as to like the 2 to 4 Tarmogoyf kind of debate that this list was trying to prove.
Yes, I think we don't have any strong conclusions for that specific question based on this, but it does put that idea out into the broader public, maybe something to consider in the future. Otherwise, I do think I still could see a 24th land in this deck after having played it, simply because we have such an insane top end. Even if we consider one of these Kroxas a little superfluous, a couple of times we were in the spot where we had to draw the 3rd land, and we did, and it was good. A couple other times we had to, and we didn't, and we lost. If we have just that little higher rate of doing both, even if it's just a really bad utility land, Valakut Awakening is one that I would maybe consider as well, because that's like a real spell, even if you don't end up needing it for a land. But on the other hand, the top end is so good, it's not like we necessarily need more utilities. So I agree, big question marks over that.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. The 3rd Kroxa felt like a bit much to me. I think Kroxa is an insane Magic card, and it would take a lot to get me away from it.
Same.
But I think cutting the 3rd for, in my mind, either a 4th land, like you said, Valakut Awakening is definitely interesting. I love it in Jeskai Control. I absolutely love it there. And it is just a great land, or a great spell as well. So either a 24th land, whether it's Nurturing Peatland, Barrenmoor, something.
Yeah.
A 4th Wrenn and Six, or Bob.
Yeah.
Also on my mind.
We got to remember that we can play one-ofs in Jund. I've said that for a while now. I started noticing that when people would come to me with questions like, should I play 2 Bob or 2 Skoos? This was before Kroxa, and things have changed, but at one point I was like, why not one of each, honestly? Because they're both bad in multiples if they're not lining up in the matchup. They're both not liabilities, because Jund, when you only have one, right? Because Jund can turn a lot of suboptimal cards into cards that contribute to the win. If your other stuff is doing what it's intended to do, you can carry 1 Passenger, but not 2 a lot of the time, you know what I mean? So sliding in that one of Bob could definitely be a good one as well. The 4th Wrenn is a really interesting proposition, though. It is just arguably the strongest card in our deck overall. We saw how good it was here. That is another way to help ensure curve outs, too, right? So definitely a lot to think about. Sideboard felt great. Honestly, the thing that I had the biggest question marks over were maybe the sheer amount of value cards in the sideboard. but we didn't regret it. Like, it was good to have access to a lot of these, even though we didn't see most of them. Chandra with a huge cameo there at the end, helping us in a big way.
No, sideboard felt really good. I do agree that kind of maybe the ridiculous amount of value in the sideboard could probably be some other more targeted hate cards.
I do like it though. I think like it's not that far off. Maybe we just have one too many. Like I think the fact that these cards are value positive but do double, at least dual rules against a lot of other known archetypes. I would probably just have one other card, and that of course would rotate with the meta. But overall, man, your list felt great. So thank you for hanging out with me and piloting us to a 4-1, co-piloting us to a 4-1. Very nice stuff.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, of course, dude. It was a good time. Thank you out there for watching. Of course, any thoughts on the list or the gameplay, let us know what you think about this co-play, because I do have a couple other people who are definitely going to do it. It's just a matter of when. So this will become, I think, a recurring feature on the channel. If you have any, feedback on audio, visual stuff, or the concept as a whole, just let us know in the comments below. So thank you very much for watching. Big shout out to our co-pilot, awesome dude, Discord moderator of the Veil Tier supporter, the one, the only Geekatlan. We love him on the channel. It's been a great time hanging out with him, and thank you again for watching. Talk to you soon. Stay tuned to the channel for more gameplay just like this.